laugh in the night and out the front door. Sing in your sleep and let the song soar. In the name of love and truth and all the things you couldn't see.
Hi, my name is Joe Goodkin with Paper Arrows in Chicago. We're at iMoveiLive Studios and Various Things Live, where we mixed our new record, Good News for Love. We're going to talk about the record and music and the music industry. I became a musician because I love music, I love writing music, I love communicating with people, and I wanted to pick a career that, as hard as it was, I would wake up every day loving what I do and feeling like it had meaning. Paper Arrows has put out 5 records over the last 5 years. We've had some really good things happen to us. We've heard our music on MTV, a couple shows on MTV, on PBS, on E! Network. We had a song that was used on the Kim Kardashian wedding episode. I'm not kidding, I actually haven't even seen the show. I just saw the royalty statements show up, but that was a high for the most part. We've also played some great shows here in Chicago and across the country. Some of the lows are just the everyday things that I think musicians go through, which is the industry and the business itself is really difficult. It's changing all the time. You don't really know where money is coming from, where your revenue streams are coming from. Obviously people can steal your music, which is a big deal for somebody trying to make it in the music business. But as far as ups and downs, there have been a lot more ups for Paper Arrows than downs, and we're really looking forward to getting this new record out to people because we think it's going to be an even bigger up. Because there are down times for all musicians and all people, what gets me through that is the moment after I write a new song in general. When I've only shared it maybe just with someone close to me like my wife or even just my dog. And that feeling you get from having created something that didn't exist when you woke up that morning to playing a full song with lyrics that mean something to you. And then knowing that at some point you're going to bring it to people out in the real world. That feeling every time it happens, no matter how many times it happens, is incredibly special, and that's what keeps me going when days are rough. Paper Arrows style is pretty direct lyrics, generally musical songwriting, really good instrumentation. The members of the band are all, I think, great at their instruments. We try to put crafty arrangements together that are hooky, that get your ear, and hopefully there's some depth to the lyrics that makes you think a little bit and hits you emotionally. So the way Paper Arrows works in terms of writing and recording our records is that I write a collection of tunes when we know we're going to do an album. I try to write about twice as many songs as we think we're going to record. I bring that group of songs to the producer who's doing the production on the album. In the case of Good News for Love, that was Darren Garvey, with whom I'd worked before, who's a wonderful musician and producer. We scale down the 12 or 13 songs to 6 or 7 that we're going to bring to the project. We work through the songs and try to conceive of arrangements of them. We work through problem spots. We fix any lyric things that aren't working correctly. Then we bring the song to musicians who are on the session. In this case, for Good News for Love, it was Dan McMahon on guitar and Miles Nielsen on bass, joined by Darren on drums and myself on guitar. And we went out to the Midwest Sound, which is a wonderful studio out in Rockford, Illinois. We kind of barricaded ourselves in the studio for 48 straight hours. Didn't do a lot of sleeping, but did some eating and drinking and recording. And we got ourselves in a room and we played the 6 songs until we liked the way they sounded. And we hit record and we tried to capture the first or second or third take of us playing the song in a room all together. Then once we had basic tracks done, we overdubbed some extra guitars and piano and banjo and vocals, and we edited, and then we brought it here to iMoveiLive Studios and we mixed it. It was mixed by Jay Marino, with whom I've worked before, who's fantastic. on this board just behind me, which you might not be able to see. And then we brought it to you. That's the process. Something that might come as a surprise to fans is that I was a classics major in college. I majored in ancient Greek poetry, and it's still one of my interests to this day. On the side of Paper Arrows, I do a one-man acoustic folk opera of Homer's Odyssey for high school and college kids that I really enjoy a lot. It's different from Paper Arrows, but it kind of hits a different side of my brain a little bit and combines some of my other interests. So the new record is called Good News for Love. I got the title from an article that I read on the website Huffington Post. Huffington Post, if you're watching, I'd really like to write about it for your site, so please let me. It was an article on like long-term love and relationships, and the title of it was Good News for Love. And I thought it was a funny title because it kind of implied that there'd been a lot of bad news for love. Which there really shouldn't be, because love is good in general. I know it sometimes brings trouble, but love's a good thing. And I thought about how there's love for people in your life, and there's also love for art and what you do. And there's a lot of similarities in how you make a long-term go of it, both with the people you love in your life and how you work through problems and make your relationships work if they mean a lot to you. And also with your art and your music, or really your art, whatever it is. You get through hard times, you get through the bad days, because at its core it's something good and it's something meaningful, and you work as hard as it takes to make it last if it really means something to you. So that's our new album. It's 6 new songs that are all about love and how to make love work, and I hope you all enjoy it.
Here comes the knock at the door, the landlord, he just wants more